They're either new, or they're just young. You stop outside of a tent that is at least 2 booths wide, and there are a variety of things that seem to be out. You don't see this individual by the name of Cade.
Hello, friend. Are you here?
Nothing yet. Again, it is still early.
Must not be expecting me this time. I do not blame him, but give me a moment, friends. I will check the tent to see if he might be in slumber. If he is, then we can come back into the dam. And he'll kind of hop over the stall, making sure not to hit anything. He's not going to destroy stuff. But
it is just a small gate, but you are naturally very dexterous.
Yeah.
Reflexively,
And
you leap over.
Once he does, he'll call out, Cade, I am going to open the tent. And then he'll slowly check in to see what's going on.
Okay. Before you have that moment, the 3 of you know that you have finally sequestered a moment without this rat folk. Is there anything you wanted to share? Anything that you wanted to say, particularly here?
Nah, I don't think so.
We're kind of letting him just lead us around, but we're not exactly in a hurry, so...
We got an early start to the day.
Yeah. It's gonna get hot soon if this guy doesn't hurry, so...
Can I get a perception, please, from Abasi and Pilakka?
Okay.
You can both immediately notice that it seems as if Ronan kind of parches his hand on his gut, and there's just a bit of sweat just sort of beating up on the side of his head as he complains about the sun and how hot it might get.
You should perhaps slow down on eating strange meats. You already have the meat sweats.
Yeah, I already threw it in the desert. It pissed me off.
It pissed you off or sickened you?
Yes?
Wise decision. Do throw it in the desert. Leave it there.
Getting all of this meat anyway?
I don't remember. I just saw it laying there and, freezes.
That question is what one might call a thread that you shouldn't pull.
If he kills himself on bad meat, can we give the body to the kid and still not die? Or...
I should suppose he would be wanted alive.
It's about this time that you can hear noise returning back to the front side of this establishment. This tent in series of which so. Shamir leaps over with ease again, and a larger portly man. He seems to have been napping as he wipes sleep away from his eyes. It's too early, Shamir. It's too early. And... ugh. Good morning. Are these the lot that you bring to me to expend your early morning?
I take it you've had a run-in with them already.
No, I would remember this.
Then yes, this is the group that I bring. Why?
Well, normally you come alone.
Different circumstance today. Helping them get to the bathhouse.
He leans into you as you're saying that. What are they?
They are like myself, travelers.
No, they are not. They are not like you. Look at that one. Look at him. He's small. Look at the shape of his head.
I am small. And look at the shape of your head.
I know it is large, but I have a large head. His head is shaped like a loaf of bread.
You see too many differences in people.
It is my job to profile these people. I have to look upon them to see who might steal from my stall or who might have the money.
Profile items. You do not profile people.
This is why that I am the merchant and you are the person that brings me the things.
Yeah.
What did you bring me today, Shamir?
Unfortunately, not much. And he kind of just goes to the cart and starts going through the motions of the stuff that he usually finds on his travels for him.
Yeah, come on,
then-
bring it inside. The sun is beating down already. It's too early for this.
Yes. Eamon, and you see him do this with his hand, and Eamon releases from the cart, and you see him immediately go towards the back where the actual sled is, and he just waits there on the defensive.
Okay. Eamon goes into the sentry-like mode as he sits to the rear side of the scarab husk, and you see Shamir drag this bag. Admittedly, it is slightly tore in several places and could use a solid replacing, but he leaves a path in the sand behind him. Moments pass, and you hear Shamir returning. Cade says, "Listen, Shamir, I will have to take a look at these things. There is so much that is damaged and so much that I have to value. What are you looking for going this time? Or are you finding that you need more feed?"
No, not at the moment. This one, however, I need two things. One, do you have any Pharaoh's Kiss? This one over here has a very bad acid burn, and this one over here has been sweating after he has been eating meat. So River's Root would be helpful and stop infection both on the outside of this one and on the inside of that one.
You know that I do not carry these things. You wish you look for these things? Go speak to the crazy gnome.
He's got some good stuff.
He has some strange things, not good things. His eyeballs.
What about eyeballs? And
I've-
mine boggles around in its eye socket.
You said you were expanding your inventory.
Not to people's parts.
Pharaoh's Kiss is desert plant. It's not a people pot.
I do not have this in stock yet. It's a slow process. Again, this is why I'm a merchant and you are the person that fetches the old steel and iron. If you wish me to ground it down, it's fine. You know I shave off top for me. But I can give you still what you need. But if you wish to have these plants, go see the crazy gnome.
I will. And the payment this time will obviously be less since, given the damage that has been sustained, I would feel wrong to pay full price or charge you full price.
You know that we work fair deal. We always do.
Very well.
Come back
I'll be
later,
back.
though. Do not. I still have to take a sheet. So,
Yes,
so
go.
go do your thing.
The sun is making you look like one of those tomatoes. Go.
It's not as bad as how he's looking right now.
I
Not
know.
you with the
You know I
spears.
can hear you.
I do know that you can hear me. You have gigantic ears.
You have a weird head.
I
Easy,
know this.
easy.
This is not surprise to me. Why are you so angry?
You think Pilakka go back and talk to Donkor? Maybe he can run this asshole out of business?
By the pharaohs of the past, calm down, all of you.
I am
Still
not
early.
bad. I'm just hungry and I have to take a sheet.
Just let us go. Come on, Eamon. Shh. And then you hear him. You see him drop his posture, and once again he resaddles him to head on out.
Moves up again.
Pilakka's just chuckle cackling to herself.
I held my tongue. I did good. I didn't kill him.
You said he had a weird head.
I'm right here.
He said I had a weird head.
You do.
He does have a weird head.
We do. We both have weird heads.
No.
I'm not
I'm
angry
glad we
about
can
it.
agree.
Where's this gnome? My stomach hurts. I don't like this.
In time, if we cannot find him, then I will go out to the desert and help you.
As Cade walks away, he's like, maybe he has to take a sheet too.
Shamir kind of just nods. All right, let's go.
I just glare at him as I walk away.
Once again, he'll let the cart drag it, or the sled drag itself with Pilakka if she still wants to sit in the back, sitting in the back.
Yeah, I'm gonna clamber in the back and just.
There's enough
Chill.
space for 3 small-sized characters.
I know there is, but I don't want to.
No, I was just
I feel
saying
like
that there is the space for 3 small characters. It's generally enough for you to carry your bag with various goods that you've acquired to bring into town to peddle.
With that, we'll make our way to the bathhouse.
Okay. This is where I'm going to kind of pass the buck to each of you. I want to know some things, and each of you are going to throw in on this. So,
Okay.
All right, friendlies.
Wait, are we not seeing the gnome before we go to the bathhouse?
Probably, I mean, you can if you like, but we're going to develop the bathhouse now.
Okay.
Admittedly, we've only got like 30, 40 minutes left, so I want to make sure that we can kind of get this down.
Yeah, for sure.
You're in this town. You're developing now a bathhouse. A bathhouse in the middle of the desert. It is the largest, probably the most often visited and frequented. I would like for each of you to give me some defining features of this place. You can define the architecture. You can give me the name. You can talk about the owner, various prospectors, people that are involved and investing in the area. You can make it all like totally good guys that separate themselves from the Pook that are just involved because they're in the area. Or they can be in cahoots and in bed with the Pook. The dirtier, the better.
I say that it's co-ed because I want Ronan to walk in and just be amazed
Okay,
that it's co-ed.
Let's actually get initiative. So you guys can roll, and each of you will be able to depict which goes first.
Okay.
Right back.
Initiative.
Oh.
Why do I fucking lose this every time? Come on! Yeah. PogChamp.
Oh. I guess let's re-roll for a for who gets the highest of the 8s.
The highest of the 8s. The strongest 8 that ever was is secretly a 14.
Wait, did it?
Only the best 8s are 14s.
Wait, did my 20 not count?
Wait, yeah, you should be fine. Your roll went through.
Okay, it says you wanted to send the results.
He didn't click on his token, but we're not doing actual combat, so it doesn't matter.
Our tokens are so tiny.
Safe.
Yeah.
I'm safe.
And I think everyone got that message because I have it as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I just knew what it was about.
Damn, dude. I have 450 gold. Why don't you give me some?
Because I have 50.
Give me some.
What are you, our bank?
Wait,
Only
did we
I'm only halfway to an epic mount. Give me.
Who are you, Asmongold?
Oh my god.
No, he just opens trade with people and gets money.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He doesn't even open trade with them.
Yeah, they
just
open
open
With
trade
him and just give him fucking epics and cash. I know.
And he's like, yeah, thank you, man. Okay. It's just, somebody just casually hands him 5,000 gold.
He doesn't even care. He's just like, oh yeah. Well,
Yeah, why, how could you at that point?
Well, you're jaded by it.
After the first 6 million gold.
They have done some pretty interesting shit though. They
Oh yeah.
They had a guy. Did you hear about the officer ninja looting recently?
Yeah.
Do you know how they handled that?
No, how did they do that?
So it was an officer from Olympus 2 ninja'd. I can't remember what they're called. They're the handguards that give you +7 to a bunch of different attack skills.
Oh yeah,
Master's arm wraps or something like that.
Yeah, the
Blade
handguards.
Masters.
Yeah, I think it's the Blade Master
Yeah,
handguards. But
from the 7 guild, right?
it was it was him and 3 additional members of Olympus, and then 1 member of 7. And
Yeah.
he told everyone to agree, and he ninja'd them. So he paid everyone in Olympus 100 gold, and he sent the guy from 7 100 gold. So he ended up losing more money than he could have even made on the gauntlets. But then Quinn, the guildmaster of 7, got a hold of Asmund and McConnell and started demanding that they G-kick this guy.
Yeah,
Like,
I remember that.
We're not G-kicking him. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, he fucked up and he made a mistake, but he's an officer. He's been in the guild for many, many years. We're going to have him pay for it and apologize rather than just sending him out into the wind. And Quinn was like, nah, I'm not. That's not fucking. You're kicking him. You're giving us the item and you're giving us any lion head helm crafts we want.
Yeah, free lion head crafting. I was like,
yeah,
fuck.
and he's like, I'm not doing. Are you crazy? We'll go to war. And he's like, yeah, we'll go to war. Well, what are you gonna do? We're on the same faction. We have friends in the Horde. Well, yeah, but so do we. So what are you gonna do? And finally, Asmund goes, trial by combat. Everyone's gonna come together and re-roll in this item, and you're gonna be able to fight the guy who ninja'd it in duels. And every time you beat him, you get one of his fucking rolls. And then they were like, let's just have a duel then. Well, best of 3, and I'll just fight this asshole. And they were like, okay. So they fought him, and the officer lost, and he gave the gauntlets to Quinn. And Quinn goes, yeah, justice is served. Screw you. And then he leaves, and then somebody goes, you might want to see this. And they link Asmund a clip of Quinn doing the exact same thing like a couple of nights ago to get a shield.
Are you talking about Quinn 69?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait.
Did all this smack of being totally agreed upon?
They said it was the funny part, so I can't tell whether it is or not because he goes, all right, this was all scripted. I just wanted the items. Good trade. Later, guys. Okay, bye. And everyone left. And I went, I can't tell if that's real or if they're now trolling on that.
They constantly set up bits, so this all seems I always look at Asmongold's stream and the content he sets up is like WWF. It's like
they're little
WWE.
shows. Yeah,
it's scripted, but loosely.
Really funny to watch when they have this big circle of people and this giant fight going on, and everyone's spamming that this guy's an asshole.
That is really funny.
It's like wrestling or soccer, it's.
Well, it's what he means. It reminds him of the WWF. It's so good though.
So an initiative. Remember, you guys do have luck rerolls if you wanted to use them. You have 1.
I rolled a 20, so I'm solid.
That's pretty good.
Nah, I'm good.
So Shamir, then Ronan, Abasi,
then Pilakka. Pilakka, then Abasi, because we both rolled 8s and then re-rolled for it.
Yeah, we were having a war to see who was the better 8.
I got you.
The dominant 8.
Shamir, tell me something about this bathhouse.
It's destroyed. No.
Oh God. No bath.
Smoking pile of rubble.
There goes the plot.
The quest for a bath is gone.
We'll say that this place, because of how outstanding it is in the location we're going to, we'll call it the Jade Oasis.
Okay, it's called the Jade Oasis.
I like this.
And surprisingly enough, a lot of the material is inlaid with jade inside the architecture. That'd be a pretty prominent design piece.
Well, you've already come up with one piece. Came up with the name. Arguably, that's amongst the most important parts. So,
did we write down the name?
I'm writing it down myself. I would probably write it down for you guys as well. Ronan, you're next.
It's co-ed. 100%.
Almost any bathhouse would be.
Yeah, I'm just making sure. I want this to be as fan service.
He's like, I'm going to see boobs. Fuck you.
Is that my only? Is that my turn?
That's your bit.
And I end my turn.
And he, God damn it, Pilakka.
I want to say that it's got one communal great big bath that most people enter in the center, but then it's got surrounding satellite private rooms, almost like a karaoke bar for bathing. And some of the higher class and more exclusive rooms, maybe like up some sets of stairs and around some corners behind some locked doors, are like VIP baths where like mobsters and celebrities hang out.
Okay.
I don't know if they're celebrities, but
right now we're gonna keep it at the communal large bath and your satellite room. So we're gonna have like a public access satellite room. That's gonna be your contribution this time around. Abasi, what you got?
Sure.
The owner of the establishment is mad corrupt, but the second in command, 100% a good person, not corrupt at all.
Oh,
corrupt owner with
the story's got conflict.
Corrupt.
You gotta put the bad guy in charge, man. You gotta fight uphill.
Second in command. Got it. Back at the top of initiative. Shamir.
We're just making up shit about a fucking bathhouse.
No,
Popcorn.
This is beautiful, right? Like this is how
I like it.
This place is now going to become it's the next Tooth and Hookah. It is a place that you guys will be very comfortable with.
We're sleeping
highly
here.
magical luxury bath with ethereal servants.
Okay, you said a luxury magical bath with ethereal servants?
Yes.
So,
wait,
those that are watching,
said co-ed. Can he get to say all that?
Ethereal servants.
What do you mean by ethereal?
Like, as in the magic hut, when you go inside, how it has like the ghost servants kind of thing. It's similar to that, but they're like desert spirits that go around and serve you drinks and shit.
I like
Okay.
that.
We suddenly can't afford to be here.
So we're gonna go with ethereal servants.
No, we can do it.
Not gonna say it's a magical bath. We're just gonna say it's ethereal servants.
I mean, I'm rich, but you have to chisel my money apart from the rest of my money, so.
Okay.
There's
the
unseen
acid.
servant is a thing.
It's true. So, Ronan, you're next.
Okay. So we have the name of what it looks like. Who's there? Who serves us stuff?
Tell me more about it.
Huh. I would say that there's really good entertainment as well. Like really good music and personal masseuses and stuff. There's like the atmosphere is very.
You gotta remember, this is the largest now. This is the largest bathhouse in the area. Arguably, probably the only one. It's gonna have to also be a place that some of the common folk can go. If it's got
Right.
ethereal servants, great music, and masseuses, common folk suddenly can't afford this place.
Okay. So at least good music, right? It's
Okay.
a place for bards to make money, because people want to go there to bathe and relax, and people often tip the bards.
Okay, so would you say that they have like a staging area for performance then?
I would say they kind of walk around and play and like ask for, they might have something on their hip or whatever where people can throw coin.
Okay.
So mobile
I
entertainment.
have an idea.
Okay.
We've just got an iPod with one of those speakers. That's all it is.
That's pretty much what it is. So Ronan's gone. So we have a performer, or performers even. Pilakka, what you got?
Due to its high level of income and its financial success, they're able to afford magical enchantments that allow a second floor of VIP suite bathing houses, and somehow the magic, even though it's an irrigation system, is transported to a second floor.
Okay, so there is a second floor.
It's not plumbing, it's magic.
Would you say that the second floor is more of an area of prestige for the wealthier?
Certainly. This would
Okay.
be like the private rooms I tried to squeeze in earlier.
Yep. All right, Abasi.
With the massive amount of magic and VIP shit and money flowing in and out of this place, the Pook is using it to butter up VIPs and to smuggle a shit ton of drugs.
I like that a lot.
Money laundering.
And drugs.
Drugs.
So there's drugs, you say?
Well, we already found out the first time we met him that he's got a lot of drugs. We don't know where, but he's got a lot of them.
We know he runs them. Yeah.
Because everyone was doing them when we were at his house.
All right, we'll call this the three and done. So this is your last round. Shamir,
Okay.
this is your last round. Make it a good one. Let's make it realistic, since it's already like it's starting to move up. It's no longer like a Motel 6. It's at least Marriott at this point.
My last one's going to be in the complete opposite direction, by the way.
Yep. Mine's not gonna be that bad.
It's like it's got an infestation of roaches.
Possibly the book frequents it often since his personal harm is here.
Okay. All right. So
I would say him and the other high influence people, they frequent this place often because they have personalized clientele like that.
actually, I really like this a lot. Your ideas are only funneling more and more of my own ideas. Ronan, last one. What you got, boss?
I would say that there's people that we keep seeing like randomly standing in corners and stuff with like a weird symbol on their chest. And then you'll see it in little places all over the place. Like little tiny random symbols that we don't know what they are.
So is it like tattoos, burn marks?
I would say like like on the walls, it would be like engravings into the stone, and then like on their uniforms, it would be like a like an embroidery almost.
Yeah.
You are making a secret, like a cult. Almost. Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay. What does this look like? You said it's a symbol. What does the symbol look like?
God, are you gonna make me draw
Yeah,
it?
if you say like Illuminati eye, like I'm completely retconning your entire
No,
idea.
no. It's
Curve into the
Ryu.
back.
Ryu's like, it's got like a Twitch
Zoltan.
logo going on.
I just make the Illuminati thing, and then I just put a circle around it.
It's
Purple.
a circle.
Same thing.
It's the symbol of the Foot Clan, just a circle with a foot.
Welcome
can I
to
draw
Good
it?
Bath, home of the Good Bath.
Yeah, you can draw that. That's fine. Admittedly, I'm probably gonna take some liberties with it, but I'd love to see your first take.
Actually,
secret-
I want to get some paper and draw it. Actually,
The Radio
This-
Shack symbol. It says, "You got questions, we got answers."
It's the super secret Illuminati cult symbol. A picture of a girl with freckles and red ponytails, pigtails, smiling.
is this like
Wendy's.
is this like Satanic Wendy's? I was
It's
gonna
just
say
the Wendy's logo.
It's just the Wendy's look.
The
Pilakka,
cult of really good nuggets.
your last
Yes.
one. What you got for me?
They have a menu of different blends of a variety of herbs and like bath salts and different fragrances that they can add to your bath that you can choose from and that have varying prices based on the herb. If you get a private room, and the general room in the center has a rotating flavor or of aroma every day, and certain days are more popular than others.
Okay, so you're going like full Spirited Away on this one, and it's
Or full Jamba Juice,
oh god,
but a little bit Spirited Away. Yeah.
Yeah, but
that.
definitely Jamba Juice.
all right. So
It's a combination of two of my favorite things, Jamba Juice and Hayao Miyazaki.
okay, all right. So they have bath like flavor blends essentially.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You can choose how your bath is fragranced in a private room, and the big public room has a different fragrance every day.
They
Some
got
are
these
more popular
artists,
than
right? But they only make sandwiches.
They have bath artists.
Yeah.
nice.
And for whatever reason, they always load you up on the spinach. You never know why. You're like, I only asked for a small handful.
All right.
Would you like a citrus booster shot in your bath today?
and
I gotta
last,
get rid of it
Oh,
because
yeah.
nobody's ever buying it.
Last is
And would you
Abasi.
like your bath toasted?
I think it would be awesome if, seeing as we've made this bathhouse basically a level from Hitman, so the public can't really do anything. The place is covered in jade. VIPs are coming out. People are running drugs in here. So why don't we make the entire area around the bathhouse like a bath complex, but it's more like they have tents for regular people. If
Oh,
you don't
okay.
have gold,
Perfect.
you go
So-
there. If you do have gold, you come inside.
So there is an outdoor
Hmm.
complex as well for those that are in poverty.
Yes.
Dude,
Gotcha.
so
Probably the idea of the second in command.
look,
But
it's
it
like the
makes
people
money.
outside are really bummed because they can't get in. But what if we make the inside look like the outside and the outside look like the inside? Doesn't that blow your mind?
Whoa!
God damn it.
Also, because they're so sad that they're outside, they also do a lot of drugs. But they're way nastier, grungier drugs
it's
than the
lower-
ones inside.
Definitely lower quality.
Yeah.
I mean, they're poor. They've got to have their vice somehow.
But they are
Inside,
getting their
they're doing
money
coke.
out of the poor general public.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, they're skimming off the top. Who do you think's supplying the drugs?
We have
The
a
poor.
co-ed bathhouse with a communal large bath and satellite rooms. The owner is regarded as corrupt with a non-corrupt second in command. There are ethereal servants. A performer
The second in
or-
command definitely knows, though. It's not
Yes,
like they're.
It's not
yeah.
a super big secret. The performer or performers will come by occasionally. There's a second floor for prestige and the wealthy. So essentially, we have the outside for the super poor, where your basically your blue collar workers are on the inside in the common bath in their satellite rooms, and then the VIP for the pook and those that are in cahoots and various wealthy are upstairs. Additionally, there is drug smuggling. The Pook has regular scheduled visits. There's a bath flavor blend that rotates, and there's an outdoor complex for those in poverty.
I
Sounds
actually
right.
found the symbol. Like I needed something to draw off of, and I found exactly what I wanted to because Google's good.
It's literally just a logo for Sonic. It's amazing.
It's pretty close to this, but gold.
It's Sprint Airlines because
Gotta go faster.
Oh no, it's Delta. I'm sorry.
But
I see that, but would you almost rather it be something more akin to like the desert? Because that strikes me as very like almost medieval.
No, I don't want it to be like that because I would recognize a symbol like this. Like it would stand out to me. I don't know why I'm making it more towards aimed at me, but that's the symbol I want to go with. It just popped in my head randomly.
What are we looking at?
You're not
Maybe
seeing
this
it. You can't. You unless he shares it, you probably won't see it because I'm gonna try to.
Oh, I can share it. Like I said, put it in chat.
You could. Yeah, you could probably share it there.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Maybe.
Now, with that in mind, I'm going to let you guys put one more feature on this complex, but you all have to collectively agree. One thing that you all collectively agree upon.
You guys think they got like meats going around, just like a Brazilian steakhouse in the nice rooms?
Or like a Korean barbecue where you... Never mind.
Where you drop the meat into your bathwater and eat it when it's ready?
I'm glad that you picked up on what I was saying.
I'm down with this.
Well,
I think we could dream bigger.
What they can go with is Twitch Primes for all our boys in chat here, guys. Get those Twitch Primes to all our streamers right here, right now. Drop them right now.
Did you sign up for Bathhouse Prime? Herbs delivered much quicker.
Damn,
yeah,
what
Jared,
would be?
They're currently suggesting food. Do you?
That's all I can think is like, there's got to be nice food here, but like,
I think we added that though
it's-
already, right?
It is
Like, that's a
it's
given if it's a luxury-
bathhouse.
Yeah.
It's not a one like it's not a food shop.
but we've basically turned this entire place into a secret VIP drug den.
What if there was
with
something
bats.
What if there was something underground though, like a hidden lair where like he actually stores like excess gold and shit like that, like a vault?
Yeah, I like that.
I really like the idea that the Pook would have a secret stash here of like
there's like the money he gives out for like his payments to people he works with, and then he just keeps his like his personal stash that he's not using for the town or him like his work
Well, I want to say that the symbol that I wanted them to use was like maybe like an international company that he launders his money with. Like they specialize with money, like not just within the area, but cross continental.
like if we were to cross like into like the like across ocean or something, like we would see that symbol somewhere else. We're like, oh shit, like this place is connected somehow in some way.
So and so trade company or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
I
you
would
guys
say-
are scaring me because we know of one company that he does kind of work with. That's a little international with a fucking scary logo.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I would say like a vault of some sort, like heavily on lockdown, that we could probably break into at some point, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah.
I like the way you think.
So my overall plan is to take over this entire city by the time we're done. This vault has over 1 billion gold, right? And it's got one guard at level 4. But he's unarmed.
I can agree on that.
I think we can all agree.
He's
That
armed
does
with
sound realistic.
a loaf of bread,
Yeah.
but it's a really long one. Like
He's
the
starving
ones
to
in
death.
Italy.
But it's
like
only,
a baguette.
It's only shaped after your head.
I fucking knew it was.
Hey, Arnold!
Hey!
I would like to
have,
put forward.
Do I have a girl in the city that's obsessed with me and makes a shrine in her closet and stuff?
But she picks on you the entire time.
Yeah.
Right.
Her name's
Yeah.
Neferani.
I was gonna say it's Deked's daughter, but yeah.
I would like to put forward that the bathhouse attendants are all a like maybe halflings or some other kind of generally kept down, some kind of generally oppressed species who are all loaded up on these drugs and basically like put into Haitian zombie state to do their master's bidding, but nobody stops them, and helps them because they're oppressed.
I like that reference, Haitian zombie.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Like the the original definition of zombie.
Zombie, right? Yeah. I actually just talked about this.
I don't.
I think on Saturday. What it actually is.
Yeah, so the original like definition of a zombie was a person who wasn't brought back from the dead, but like witch doctors and that kind of thing would just like load them up with drugs until they were like so like impressionable, like such a like a blank state of mind that they would just follow any order.
It's kind of like that drug they have in South America, where you literally they blow it in your face and you're a blank slate and you do whatever you're told.
Yeah, it fucks with like your decision making to where you have no ability to make any decisions, but the moment someone gives you a directory command, you can recognize that and you just perform it.
Wow.
And you don't remember anything that happened either.
Yeah. Well, that's shit's
crazy.
real. Like, yeah.
It's scopolamine.
You're gonna have to agree on something, because you came up with a vault that everybody liked, and then you came up with the zombie powder. So you get one.
What do you guys think? Zombie slave conspiracy, which is basically an uprising ready to happen, or giant bathhouse vault, which is basically a heist waiting to happen.
And you have no idea what's inside.
Not to meme you or anything.
In character or out of character.
Vault, and then you can tell Bub about the zombies and see if he puts the powder in the vault.
All right, boys. How last or payday? What do we plan?
It puts the powder on the zombies. Where gets the hose again?
Listen, if this was payday, I would have already fucking emptied this building while you were talking about it and been outside waiting in the truck.
If we go with the vault, we have a big pile of something to go for. But if we go with the zombies, we also have a big pile of something to go for, because if we got our hands on a bunch of mind control drugs,
this only benefits Pilakka.
Yeah, that only benefits.
I want to put that out there.
It could indirectly benefit a lot of you.
I would say, given the drug stuff that you guys brought up, the vault fits just because it's a way for him to skim off the people that he's trying to work with, and it's one of those things where if he fucks up, they're like, oh, he's holding out on us, and it's something that we can prove, or we can just be like, hey, fuck it, like we're taking his stuff, like.
Well, our plan has been, since we first met the Pasha, to excommunicate him from his shoulders and take all of his shit.
I would say personally that dungeon vault thing that's going to be made would be that thing to take if you guys want to go with that.
I think a vault makes more sense, and if you really, really like the zombie drug idea, work with the dungeon master and maybe he'll put it in somewhere.
Oh, I'm not married to that idea. I could go with vault.
So we've got
in character. In character, I want to fight all the zombies.
3
out of character.
Vault?
I like this. Yeah.
Well, like Abasi's never gonna go for using a drug that makes a zombie out of somebody. Neferani's not gonna do it either.
Yeah, but Abasi would totally be down for freeing a bunch of people
who were enslaved, 100%.
That were enslaved, yeah.
But then what are we going to do with the drug after, as Pilakka absconds with it?
Oh, don't worry about what happens with the drugs. Don't worry about that. You now have a whole bunch of former mind slaves who are totally indebted to you. You have a freed people in your... Like, there's no way you don't benefit from that.
I mean, it's true. There is also a cult that was recently created in the last 10 minutes or so that might be happy to no longer be in a cult. We don't know that yet.
No, cultists usually like being in cults. Most people who fall out of a cult end up in another cult.
Well, unless they're being controlled by a certain drug that you also just generated.
That's a big assumption, though.
You got to remember that you've just given Bub like a blank check and a fuck ton of ideas that'll ruin our world.
Or it can
or
build
benefit
your prestige. Yeah, there's a million things that can happen here. It all boils down to how you guys play it. So, you've agreed upon vault.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Vault. Very good.
Vault of drug zombies.
It's just gonna fill it with like old discarded clothing.
Yep.
Like nothing useful at all.
It's Pook's literal dirty laundry.
It's gonna be like the chick from the Labyrinth, like the chick that puts all the shit on her back. It's gonna be all that shit.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. When
he's like
she finds Sarah and she's in her bedroom. Yeah, and she's like she's looking at things like the dolls. She puts it on her back. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Before Sarah breaks her room.
I'm sorry.
It's a dream. It's not real.
And then you
Okay.
just see what's his face
Not
bulge.
real.
David Bowie.
The inside
David
the vault,
Bowie's
the only thing that
bulge.
holds is the Maw Dragon from Dark Souls.
That's actually all that's inside of the vault is David Bowie's. The secret's out. You have to break out and get it now. All right.
With a babe.
So, Shamir, you've led them now to the Jade Oasis. It is a well-known co-ed establishment, primarily for the wealthy. It at least favors those with an amassing amount of coin. You tend to not stick around long. For some reason, the water doesn't go well against your skin. Your fur saps and holds it, and it just doesn't feel right. You much prefer some of the dune baths, like sand and things like that, or the dust that kind of rolls between your fur. Something that's not done that often. But you've led them to the Jade Oasis. You point it out, and they can see it clearly. Is there anything else that you wanted to do?
As we get there, Shamir will extend his hand to Pilakka, so that way she can hop off.
She'll take it. A little brisk hop down. Looks more like a puma. Red versus blue.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd catch that.
I remember that. Man, that's a way back.
The old days.
You help her down. The men has come to a stop. That leaves Abasi and Ronan.
I just jump off
Okay.
the cart.
You lean out the side, swing yourself over, stick the landing, you're in sand. You can see where it looks like these communal pools are open and available. Though the water is not as clear as it probably could be, no one's come through to clean them or to rotate out the water. You have no idea how it bleeds out from this area. You're not even sure how they clean it. But it's there. There's no one even monitoring it. Nobody appears to be drinking from it. Nobody there to guide you in, but again, it's still first light. Do you just dive in? Do you try to go inside?
Yeah, I would definitely go inside. I've taken a lot of damage recently, and I'm trying to clean off that damage. I'm not going to take the risk to get infected at the last moment.
Okay.
Live a little.
I've lived a lot. I've lost a lot of parts of myself since meeting you.
All right, chat. This next bit's on you. You guys get to name one of the NPCs operating inside of this establishment. Don't give me bad names. It will get ignored. So give me a name, chat.
RyutheRed.
Get the fuck out.
Is that taken?
Baba Ganoush. God damn it. Got
Lucinda. Yeah.
Androdora Herazti. Okay.
Well, that's pretty fancy.
Ralston.
Ftang. I like Ftang. That's not bad. Got a Hector. Dalin Soler. Pug School Chowman. What is it with you and naming people after dogs?
I don't know. I'm just running with it now. It's just a thing
man.
now. Let me have this.
All right,
I know I don't technically count as chat, but
we're gonna mix these here. Thank you so much, Phelan. Appreciate the bits. Totally isn't a bribe. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. We're gonna go with Androdora Soler.
also known as Androdora the Fedora.
Gonna get us all killed if you call them that.
Androdora Soler. All right. Okay. It is gated. There are bars in the door. It's this large arch, almost like an upward turning teardrop, but it's barred down into this bifocused doors. What do you guys do?
I start strutting to those big old doors.
You strut right through.
Oh yeah, I'm ignoring all the poor folks. I'm going right for. I got like 50 gold jangling around in my pocket. I'm going for the big boy table.
I'm definitely gonna follow the bird. I want a place alone to see if I can get through my injuries.
Okay.
I escort the charred dwarf.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to act like noble too. So like if a beggar comes up to me, I want to like kick him away.
All right.
Into the sand.
Is there a
I
reason
want to
that
act rich.
do you want to act rich because of the way that this place looks, or?
Yes.
Okay. So you meander up to the doors. You try to stiffen your back and raise your chin as much as you possibly can, and you can see that it has a beautiful emblazoned green jade sign. This is the Jade Oasis, and it almost looks as if it has been inlaid with bits of jade stone. The off color is an amber to sort of match the sand, but you realize that it's just a paint. It still looks very beautiful, very high class considering the area. You also know that you're in the Asp, and the Asp is filled with various buildings that are fairly well designed. They're well taken care of. You know that the Pook has a lot of pull in this area, so you can only guess he might have some kind of tidings here. You go to enter into the establishment, and you see that the doors, your bar shut through, it's actually turnstile and locked. There's no gate or anything else like that additionally, but you can hear movement inside. You can't see anything because it's dark, but you can hear movement inside.
I would like to alter my robes to look a little bit finer.
Okay.
A little bit more noble. Add a little bit more detail to them and make them appear as though they're made of finer, more notable silk or threads.
Okay.
I bang on the door.
Okay, it's like I said, it's just like bars, so it's a gated door.
Yeah, but I still bang on it
with your hand,
or maybe I guess maybe with my sword. I cling my sword against it.
Okay, it's obnoxious. It's quite loud. Given the amount of people that are in the area, it's very open, and those that are out and about, they're watching because, well, it is a nicer establishment.
You guys open?
You hear hurried footsteps from inside. Someone moves up to the door, to your barred gate, if you will. It's a man, very slender in build and frame, sort of meager. He looks like he wears a bit of like a lightened leather vest with a looser tunic that's cut at the shoulder so as to not overheat quickly. He's wearing what looks to be some sort of skirt that's been girded in a way that it sort of crosses over, so he can move very freely. It's also going to do a very good job at keeping him cool and catching any kind of sweat or anything that might hinder him from his movement. He wears almost bizarre and kitschy shoes. It doesn't really fit the rest of his attire, which seems more like a working man than anything else. His hair is dark brown, it's sort of wavy, and it hangs over his ears. He appears to be from Western Golarion. The skin is not quite as dark as you may expect from the Garundi. It's burning. His skin is red. He doesn't take well to the sun. He's we're not open yet. Is there anything I can get for you?
When do you open? We wish to relieve ourselves of our filth.
When he points to a building. Do you see this building over here? When the sun rises just above that building, that is when we're open. That building dictates our hours.
How far is the sun from rising above this building?
It's soon. You guess it's probably within the next 30 or 40 minutes.
May we reserve a room for such a time when it is open?
You may form the line, as I am surprised it has not yet started to form, but if you wish, you can file yourselves to the side of the building, and when we open, you will be the first allowed in.
Then consider us the first in the line. Should anyone try to cut us, they are a criminal and should be treated as such.
You see this wry smile and a nod. Like, they see that there's a joke in it, but there's almost more truth to the joke than it should be.
I was making shit up.
Everybody in that building is a fucking criminal.
How long will you wait?
True. Will they open?
Okay. Any small talk before then, or do you just wait it out?
Pilakka, are we like kind of on the step, like kind of on the like the foyer? Not the foyer, like the patio?
Yeah, where there is a bit of
Almost.
an overhang to kind of break the sun.
Yeah, Pilakka's just going to set up shop there and start making tea.
Okay. I'm assuming
In her
that you have
cauldron.
your cauldron. Yeah, that's what I expected.
Yes.
Yeah, I do not know how you drink out of that cauldron, given all the shit I've seen you put in that cauldron.
She actually drinks out of some cups that she also has, but everything is made in the cauldron. That's true.
That's the terrifying part. I've seen you put body parts and blood and eyes.
It's cast iron, bro. You just wipe it down and it's good.
Yeah, dude.
It's
You
a-
never wash it.
All those bodily fluids just are extra seasoning on
Yeah.
the pan.
They steep into the cast iron pores. That's what makes
Mhm.
makes it so zesty.
What I can
Oh,
tell
yeah.
you is I will not be having any of that.
I didn't offer.
Abasi, do you have your weapons?
I have all of my shit, but it's in my backpack. I'm wearing a makeshift robe made out of Donkor sheets and a backpack that houses all of my shit, including my breastplate and my new change of clothes.
I'm really tempted, but I think this is more the MMO player in me, just to be like, all right, let's duel before we take a bath.
Just sit there and duel
We
outside
totally
Argamar.
would though too. Like if we weren't allowed into a building for like half an hour game time, probably like 5 minutes real
God
time.
damn it!
We're doing.
I just realized it's fucking Jay and Silent Bob.
We're waiting outside. Hey, baby, you ever had your asshole licked by a naked, half-dissolved dwarf
Get an overcoat. God damn it!
Dude, fuck me. I'd fuck me.
in a bed sheet?
Ronan's just outside tucking.
You know, I'm glad Ronan's tucking and it's not the.
I'd 100%
Would you
be-
fuck me?
Scooch to the news. Yeah, right. Perfect. Between various sparring and what have you, trying to maintain your position in line, Shamir hangs by, dutifully so. You know that you're not allowed to bring your pets, Eamon and crew, into this establishment. You also know that you can't leave them gone for long. They're rare. And in this town, in this part of town, rare doesn't last long before there are sticky fingers upon it.
Knowing that, Shamir kind of looks at the group, kind of fumbles some ideas in his mind a bit, and walks up to them as a whole. Well, my friends, it seems the bathhouse will be open momentarily. Within that time, if you want, I can still look for those plants that I recommended.
I'm feeling better, but if you don't mind, I'm sure the dwarf would.
I can muster up something. I will probably be gone for half a day or so. I can find you the plants then, and with enough luck, I can even make you a potion or two.
An offering of potent herbage is always appreciated, especially if it should have alchemical or magical effects.
Yes, I can do that. It just depends on more or less what you're looking for, and then the distance I will have to travel with Eamon and his companions, of course. But with what I am looking for, I would say going into the outer desert, it would be maybe, like I said, half a day's time. I can go to the nesting grounds of where the shocker lizards congregate and muster up something there, probably something with healing or a salve for the burns, as I said.
It is your guilty conscience to soothe. You may bring back whatever you wish.
I will.
I like
And
you.
Thank you. You're a very unusual lot, to be sure, but overall, you seem like okay people to be around.
We're not.
In small doses, I would say, like any narcotic, too much of you is going to cause long-term damage.
Indigestion, at least.
I never cause damage. I don't. Usually that guy, and I point to Abasi.
Pilakka gives him one big side eye.
Well, may the spirits of the sands be ever in your favor, friends. I will be around. Good fortune to you all. And then, as he says that, he walks back over to his cart and he pulls on the reins. Let us go, Eamon. Ride and blaze the trail before us. And then you see Eamon start shaking extremely fast along with the other two lizards. And unlike the first time when he was building up his charge, the two other shocker lizards, their aura starts to coalesce with Eamon's, and it grows almost double in size. And as he darts forward, you don't even see them anymore. It just looks like a ball of lightning pulling the sled across, leaving a lightning trail behind.
A pleasure to have made your close acquaintance, Eamon.
And as you hear in the distance, you hear the crackle of thunder just.
He moves very quickly, far outside of the purview view of whatever you have, even at the highest roost. He's gone. Who knows how soon he'll be back. But with that, you'll hear the sound of barred gate opening. You'll see 3 or 4 men stepping out. They wear white harem pants, tight brown vests, and they wear what looks to be some sort of darkened facial covering. It covers the top of their head and only bears their eyes. Between them, they protect, very, very intensely so, a package. You see that each of the men are armed, and as quickly as you'd seen them, they move and a jog. It takes a moment, but the figure steps through the building. You see him. I guess that there is no one else that will be seen this early. Well, come inside. Come inside. Welcome to the Jade Oasis. My name is Andradora, but you can call me Andre.
Andre, we wish to purchase a private room, a bath. I am to understand that there could be some privacy to be purchased, should we wish it.
Very good. I understand. Yes, come this way. There is a cost. Not that I would assume that you are in needing of the regular available pools, but there is available private pools, but it does come at a cost.
At what cost does it come?
Will you be bathing separately or together?
Always together.
Together.
We have a larger room that is meant to suit 5, and it will come at 2 gold.
2 gold, a pittance. You pay the man. And she points at Abasi.
Yeah, I can do that. He's gonna reach into his bag and he's just kind of like going through, going, which one? What looks?
Faster, hideous bath servant.
Oh, listen here, old lady. I don't care who you're pretending to be to now. I'll drown you right out here. You think I fucking won't? These 2 are pretty good. He pulls out 2 good-looking gold coins and goes, yeah, of course, yeah. Lots of those.
He collects the coin, and he peers at it briefly. There's a small, twist or furrow on his brow, and he doesn't really say much else, but he'll take it. And he's, come this way. He takes you inside, and there's not much in the way of performers here yet. You also don't really see much in the way of anyone taking baths. It's very open. It's a very, very open area.
So we're really early.
Yeah, you guys are first light, right when they open. He still has mundane tasks, things that he has to maintain up to this point.
Oh, that was supposed to be in character.
But... Oh, forgive me. That's
It was the cough drop.
It was the
really
cough drop.
I was like,
It was fortunate that we beat the crowd.
Yes, I would say so. They come early, and there are many of them. We have the public pool outside. If you never seem to have coin, and you can come and go as you must. But the water is not changed often. Something I'm still working on. But upper management doesn't allow me to. It says that it has a bit too much of a task.
I refuse to let my filth mingle with that of the common folk anyway.
Ha! This is fine. I understand. There are many that believe the same.
Yes, my filth is a standard above the filth's filth.
Very good. Can I interest you in a private blend, or is there something that you prefer? Would you like a musk or something?
Do you have a menu?
The menu is currently out of commission. I'm sorry. A recent accident in our VIP suites rendered them burned, severely damaged. Tell you what, I will allow me to handle this for you. I will bring my personal favorite, and it will cost you nothing.
You can't beat that. A curated aroma for free of charge. Yes, please.
Come this way. And he continues to lead you to a room. You see a series of smaller rooms that are meant for individuals, and then for what looks to be 2, maybe 3 couples, what have you. And then you come into a larger room. It is off in the back right corner. And it has an area for like staging, so you can happen to place all of your belongings down. He does express that if you wish to have any of your permanents, any of your affects treated or cared for, perhaps cleaned in the interim, that he could do that as well. That there is a small cost it is attached, but they would be happy to polish your wares.
Ronan undresses, but takes it. Well, I mean, when the time comes,
I just like
he's
how
going
it's like,
to undress.
Is there anything that you would like for me to polish or clean? You're like, Ronan undresses.
Polish is
whatever.
goblin
I
mob.
literally just get naked right there, but I keep my sword with me.
Bossy refuses to let any of his shit out of his sight.
Ditto.
Okay. Well,
I am here to polish my own wares. Thank you very much.
A lot of things in that sentence I didn't need to know. Thank you, lad. I think we'll be all right.
I will bring linen and the aroma, if you will.
Please. Please. Sorry. Dark crystal.
Stabbed you, right?
It's not been heated or anything like that. It is just basically room temperature, or in this case, it is still very early in its in the day, so it's a little cool. Let's
Cool.
see.
We'll just make the bath all that much nicer.
Sure. It is a dipping well, so it starts into like a 1 foot step down, and then it goes all the way down to like 5 feet, so that you can fully submerge.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So I won't drown if I just jump in.
Well, I mean,
Depending
at
on
the
where I
deepest
jump in.
end, it's deeper than both of us.
Depending on where I jump in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set all of my things down. I'm gonna just disrobe. But I'm not gonna. It's basically just you're gonna see it like kind of like coming out of my robes. Like I'm pulling a robe out of my robes because I still have my altar image up, my altar self up.
Okay.
So I'm just piling all my shit, including Gidok, on the floor.
You know, you often forget that he's just in your clothing like an item.
No, I don't.
I know, I do.
He really is.
The raccoon.
He just hides in my cloak and he looks like a big belly or a butt.
After a few moments, Andradora returns, and he's carrying what looks to be like a small crate of sorts, like a small container, and inside is a various like scooper and powder, so that he can scoop it into the water. if you'd like to, you can smell it before I place it in.
Ah, yes, please. Here, bring it here, Andromeda, please.
Please call me Andre. It's easier.
Yeah, of course, Andrew.
Very well, ma'am. And it's it appears to be some sort of like brown powder, but it's a little pungent. You can see how well it would work for the body. It's like a sandalwood and onion.
Ooh.
You have to remember, onion is
everything.
onion is in everything here. That's because that's how Pharasma likes it.
Love
What
it.
is this the movie Holes?
This is not holes.
Mine for the
Because they make
Bob.
the sweet onion stuff in Holes, right?
Do they?
I don't
Or is that
remember.
different?
Nobody's watched Holes?
Not
Dude,
in like 2 decades.
The yellow spotted
Yeah,
lizards.
It's been
Yeah.
about 15 years. My bad.
I'm sorry, I have children, so I watch these things all the time. I'd still watch it regardless. I'd still smoke a bowl and watch Holes. I'm sorry.
You should apologize for having children.
I'm sure that's not the first time someone said I'd smoke a bowl and watch some holes.
I'm really glad he didn't smoke a hole.
Watch a hole?
Yeah, they use onions.
Yeah, it's supposed
They
to repel
smoke
like,
onions?
lizards. No, they have sweet onions that the yellow spotted lizards don't like, and thus the lizards are like super poisonous and they kill you on.
Thank you.
Yeah, single bite.
Ah, okay.
It's been a long
You're
time.
welcome,
sorry.
Rhea. We all know you're crazy.
Sorry, due to Wednesday games, I have this habit of having to memorize a lot of unnecessary shit in my life. So you can thank the Wednesday crew for that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Wednesday crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Wednesday.
So what is Sniper's belt size?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Or
You
just
you
wanna
might have
talk
known
about
that had you came to
You
Bump
missed
Fest.
some important shit. Listen, all right, I've been inside a Sniper's belt size. It's no big deal.
Oh?
I love how he ignored my Bub Fest. Fucking.
No,
he heard that.
was yeah. That was the reason I said that.
But that could have literally applied to anyone else in this call because they were all invited.
Not only Jared.
Could have.
This is Canadian.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Nicole sometimes just fucking. I will say the word sniper. He doesn't even have to be here. I could be talking about the gun, and from a different room, I'll hear Uncle Touchy. It's my uncle. Okay, he's not here, sweetheart. I'm killing space aliens.
Perfect. I love it. I hate it, but I love it. It's great.
it's everywhere.
Sounds like I missed some shit.
Yeah, that's Sniper's
That's
nickname
Sniper.
around these parts. Called him Uncle Touchy. He's weird.
He's owned it very happily.
That is weird.
He's starting to age out, I think. He's starting to age
Wait.
out of it.
I have an out of game question for you because Bob, you're around in fact, most people in this call I think are around my age. Have you guys noticed that you're starting to enter the age where you're still doing dumb, childish shit, but you're like pulling people aside afterwards and be like, listen, I'm really sorry I did that. I'm just,
Yes.
You're the adult you and the child you simultaneously,
Mhm.
but you're still the child you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah.
Because I now have a paycheck that says I can afford to do these childish things, and fuck what everyone else thinks. I'm paying to do it, so
But I
I'm on
find
the
myself
same page.
apologizing for myself like I'm a separate person.
no, I
That's
stopped
because-
doing that a long time ago. Like I was just like, you know what? If I'm a kid at heart, fuck it. I'm gonna be a kid at heart. That's just me. And then
See,
I just like push like a small child to make myself feel better. I'm like, look, I'm stronger than you. I got more levels.
yeah.
Wow.
You're only apologizing profusely, not because you're becoming an adult, but because you're becoming a Canadian adult.
But like I came back to work and someone like I'm a melee hunter and I'll be like, you're such a pro, lay into him and I'll be like, yeah, but real, link me your bill. I want to see, is this viable? Is this a real? I'm so sorry. Like I can't believe I said that. Is this good? Oh, this is cool.
I apologize for nothing.
I do.
Look, I became the person that I am because then when I see other kids who are like, oh man, is this cool to do? I'm like, you can do what you want, but I'm better than you at it because I have more experience. So
Yeah, that was
because
me
I'm an
about
adult.
3 years
I think my whole
ago.
goal in life was just to be a bully to
Yeah.
like to younger kids to just tell them that I'm better at them at games.
When
They're
you,
like,
when
yeah.
you were my size, what I was at 6'4", 545, of course you made an ass of yourself and then you apologized, especially if you broke something. You're like, listen, I know I'm a fool. I will pay for it. Just tell me how much
I'm
it
so
costs.
sorry.
Here is you $60. It's yours. This is for you.
yeah, see what Tit says. That's essentially how I live my life.
Because I'm better than you.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. There's some
Like-
things that you're just not better.
Like when I'm like playing b-ball on the court, right? And I just cross over this kid, and I'm like, "What are you, kid, blind?" And he's like,
When's the
"Yes."
last time you touched a basketball?
It's
Like,
been longer than the last time he's touched a blind kid, apparently.
dude. Just saying, like I cross
My
over
God.
blind kids on the court all the
Has it
time. I'm like,
been-
you guys got no kids.
Has it
You
been
got no
the,
skills.
the same amount of time since you touched a boob?
No. No. One of those has a longer duration than the other.
Oh yeah,
Is it because they're different sizes?
it's one since nursing.
Yeah. Yeah.
He had to think about that one. Yeah, he did. It's just a joke. It's just a joke, friend. No offense. No offense. That was the adult me apologizing there.
Yeah. That's exactly. Hey, you haven't touched boobs. I'm so sorry. I just didn't want to hurt you, but it was boobs.
It was too good to miss.
That's what he's talking about.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. You're like, ooh, but.
Realistically, I think the basketball has more time on that though. Now that I think back.
This conversation went
Oh, thank you for being a good sport. So,
a great place.
will you take the sandalwood and onion powder?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, so you get 2 large
Drop it in there.
scoops into your bath, and it will immediately start sinking to the bottom, but it doesn't take long before the stewing commences. You'll start to get that aroma of the sandalwood and onion. It's earthy, it's also strong, but it's not the worst. It's far from what you know Abasi to smell like at this point.
Has Bath Bitch Boy left?
Yes, Andre has bid his adieu, and he's pulled a curtain so that nobody can see inside.
Okay, then I'm dropping my disguise and wading into the water.
Okay. I'm assuming that Ronan's already been in.
Oh no, I'm waiting for the curtain close, and then I'm gonna cannonball into the water.
Oh.
Can I do a acrobatics check to?
Sure, let's see what you got.
I want to do like a flip, and then a cannonball.
A
Let's see it.
backflip cannonball.
A gainer, isn't that what that's called? Like when you do the backflip, but you go forward. I thought that was called a gainer.
Oh.
He runs up the wall, moonsaults back, and jackknifes into the 5-foot pool.
The gainer. Did you
Oh,
just
dude.
say front flip?
Yeah, it's a backflip. You run forward and then you do backflip off like a diving board.
I'm gonna need
That
that.
actually makes sense.
Tom knows what I'm talking about.
No.
You
That
either-
actually makes sense. I thought for some reason that you said it's like a backflip but forward. What the fuck is the name for
Yeah,
that?
you run forward and then do a backflip. It's like a Naruto thing. Yeah, see, Tom, look, he says I actually
Hit me
know
with
this.
it. Hit me with it. Come on,
Oh!
acrobatics.
Please fail.
I still got a 12. I have one reroll,
After
right?
all that.
You
if
rolled
haven't
a
used it,
3,
yeah.
dude.
But I got a 12.
Go, yeah, if
Yeah,
wanna-
but you
wanna
only.
use it.
I want to use one
3.
reroll.
Okay.
If I go lower than this, I'm just uninstalling the internet.
Please uninstall the internet. Oh no, you got it.
26.
That's significantly better. That's significantly better. So what does this look like?
I literally just run as fast as I can.
At the wall. Just doesn't even jump. Just
I
And
use the
falls
edge
into
of the
water.
fucking bath, and I do a backflip moving forward, and then I fucking cannonball into the water.
Smokes his fucking skull on the
And then
other
I just
side of the
say-
bath.
I scream cheese.
The far end.
I scream the word cheese as I land in the water.
It's on the shallow end, so he just dies instantly.
Just hits the fucking steps, slides underwater on his neck, his feet, and the rest of his
Why
body.
can't
Just above.
Do you have another character rolled?
Oh, I rolled again apparently.
I like the idea of you just sprinting into the wall.
No, why does
Forgetting
everybody
to
want
leap and
every
just
time I make a
sprinting
character,
face
you
first
guys
into
just
the
want him
wall.
to die?
That's not true.
Listen. The characters that you have made so far, though, have been comedic relief. Even if the first one wasn't meant to be, that was where we as a team put him.
To be fair, I didn't want him to die. You decided that you wanted him to die when you had him jump into melee combat where there were two people stabbing
no.
a stone snake.
Mm-mm. This motherfucker has peripheral vision. He watched me run up the sarcophagus and then jump on this snake. And he still was like, you know what? I'm going to keep going with this and hope that it doesn't hit him.
Now, technically, 5 seconds had passed, and I was in the middle of combat.
Yeah, no, he
Yeah,
was
but my
basically
turn was
swinging.
before his. My turn
So your
was
spirit
before his.
regen kicks in?
The turn structure
it'd be
is
fine.
just to assert who goes before another person.
I know,
Everything
but he would have
happens at the same time.
seen it. I'm
So
a
literally-
fucking green goblin running
No!
up a sarcophagus.
No!
Not
you
then.
weren't.
Not then you weren't.
Or no.
You weren't.
I was a red-bearded fucking ginger in the middle of the desert.
So
You
how
were a
does-
fat ninja who was drunk for most of the time that we met him.
It was
My
just the
character
art. It was
wasn't
just the
fat,
artwork.
though.
The
That
artwork
was-
made him
Listen,
look
the
chunky.
artwork was fat, and as far
Yeah,
as I'm
that was
concerned,
not my choice.
that
Ginger
makes
made
you
him fat.
the ginger
No.
ninja, and
Oh, dumps like a
Ginger
truck.
ninja.
Sprung
Whatever,
over
I
the
think-
sarcophagus, got cut, and thus brought us about to what it is now.
to be fair, he is still alive. It's not like we killed him.
It's true.
Well,
Fine.
No
We
thanks
know
to
he's
you
still-
ditching me. Anyway, I do a fantastic performance and then cannonball while saying cheese.
It's beautiful, but even in his cannonball, he was just a little too good at it. There's very little splash.
I'm saddened.
You're very tiny.
It makes that
Uh,
sound like
Yeah.
You just meld with the water. It just goes. Ooh.
and then we just see him floating.
bubbles,
Face down.
bubbles, nothing.
no. I have swim. I have swim for this.
And then
Um,
that leaves Abasi.
I'm gonna take my bag as far
A
from
swim
the
bag.
entrance as I can
Okay.
and set it against the wall, because I know what territory we're in, I know what lands we're in, and I know that there is at least a coven, an angry Palmet with a lot of money,
You just want to close.
and a slave keeper looking for specifically the three of us at this exact moment.
Okay.
True.
Or not.
And then I don't even know what I look like, because what if I disrobe, or as I take the sheet off, I am still just a mess of fucking feather and crap and fucking everything. I have no idea. And I don't know if I'm even healed, or if my skin is now permanently scales or not, or scale-shaped scars. I don't know. So I'm very going to slowly bring myself into the water. And it's kind of like you just got a new haircut, but there was no mirror.
Sure.
And you're like, oh, please tell me this isn't
Mm.
fucking bad. Please tell me this isn't fucking bad.
The salve begins to break away as you slowly walk into the pool. And as you do so, you can see bits of fresh skin appearing. It's weird for a moment because you're like desleeving. You're like a snake that is removing the top layers of skin. And you can see bits of epidermis sort of break off. It's like getting a sunburn, like a terrible, terrible sunburn, and you go to peel after you've washed all of this salve away, and it just shreds layers of skin off the top of your dermis. And the skin admittedly is fresh. It is a very, very light color, and the thickest and the heaviest parts on your body, it's strange because it's very pale. The salve had a very awkward reaction. Where you moved the most and you felt that cracking, that's where you see these like that pink belly line, right? But everything else is just almost alabaster in color.
I have stretch marks.
It sort of looks that way, but it's where you had to flex your body.
Ugh.
But the rest of the
So-
skin looks like alabaster. It's very, very pale, very white.
So he's healed up, like all like the feathers and stuff have come off him, but it's just like it looks like fresh skin essentially, which is reapplied to him.
Yeah, and parts where he didn't move that much, like for instance the front of his legs. The front of his legs look almost like he's albino.
Oh, okay.
So it's made me very, very white. Am I still scaled?
No, you're not scaled.
Okay.
However, your allies will see that most of your movement was in your back, so you will have almost like a scale-like pattern over your back, but it's all pink lined. It's gonna
Oh,
take
sweet. I got the fucking
Got
the Natsu
scarification.
shit.
So are you slowly becoming your own shiny Pokemon?
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much. Like your skin tone is changing, your eye colors are changing, your physical appearance is changing completely.
I've got different colored scales than I used to have.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're
That or he's turning 40.
I've evolved.
you're Anthony Hopkins in Thor.
Oh God.
Anthony Hopkins and Thor.
In
Yeah.
which
Oh, okay. I think I know
Same-
what you're talking about.
Very similar thinning beard, though it's probably your own color, whatever it is, like brown or red or what have you.
yeah, and bald and like one-eyed and with weird lines in his skin.
You're going to be Odin. You're just going to evolve into Odin. And if my character dies and I make a Viking, I'm gonna worship you.
I kind of feel like at the end of this game, it's just gonna be like, oh yeah, Abasi's he's retired. We're playing a new character now, but it's like Abasi's this fucking crazy old man who lives in the city and just goes, "They're coming! I'll fucking kill them all!" No! They're the merchant congregation. I'll fucking kill them.
You can see this, and for the first time with this away from your skin, maybe it was just the way that the salve was hanging to your flesh, but anytime that you would move and you would hear that crack, it would hurt. But now that it's gone, it's no longer the case. Whatever this was that they produced for you and procured it's actually worked wonders upon you. Your body no longer hurts. You will take a bit of a hit on your charisma. Not the actual score itself, but when it comes to any kind of checks that you have to make, like trying to impress someone, or if you're trying to bluff or what have you, you're going to take a bit of a hit there unless you are properly covered. Just because it's going to be harder to look at you. You're going to basically glow. When the sun hits you, off that how hyper white your skin is at points, you're going to glow.
I'm kind of mad that you twilighted me.
Dude,
Only for a short time.
just have them put you on a rotisserie. You'll be good. Just even out the
moment that your hair starts coming back in, you're going to start looking dark again.
We just need SPF 5,000.
I just need to start burning. I got healed by 2 gods last night, though. I'm a little worried about what the fuck that means.
Wait, 2 gods?
You brought me the salve from Pharasma, and then I was immediately had something done to me by Sobek.
Not Sobek, Akentepe.
Akentepe in... Yeah.
Nice.
So I don't know what the fuck. I don't even know what's going on. My character's body is fucked.
You'll have this time. This particular time here to yourselves. You will be unimpeded. Nobody's going to bother you. You're not going to have any other interactions. Just this time here amongst yourselves. And this is where, unless you have something to say, this is where we're going to call tonight's story.
Yeah, this can wait.
Okay. No, I'm just bathing.
As long as we start next session in the bathhouse.
We can do that. Yeah. We'll start next session in the bathhouse, but you're going to have to remember that for the recap.
Okay.
Not that I'm going to forget, but I'm going to need the others to hear it.
I mean, it's all we really did this episode, so hopefully I remember that.
It's true. You
no
guys,
promises, though.
You successfully built the Jade Oasis. Also, established NPCs, methods for movement, the type of people. You guys did a lot. And it's impressive. A lot of groups don't communicate so well when it comes to this kind of thing. Usually there's quite a bit more arguing. So,
What about building it?
Yeah. We got your brainstorming.
Because there are a lot of people that will be like, "Oh, it's co-ed. Well, I don't want it to be co-ed. I don't want women in my bath."
Yeah, but like it's mad weird to me because the number one rule of improv is that you don't say no. So all you have to remember is that if it's not your turn, you don't get a say, and what they say is now solid in stone facts. If you want to do something weird, just adjust it. Like I could have said that the fucking entire building is like also full of tigers. And that would have changed everything. It'd be like, there's a big tiger training community here.
Yeah, yes, and right.
And then
spool off of it, right?
Yeah, but I don't even have to say anything else. If I go, there's a fuck ton of tigers here, and then it goes to your turn, you can be like, they're all albino tigers. Like, what the fuck? What? That was a rare tiger exhibit. All right, well, that's his say though. I don't get a.
Is this?
That's not
is
the
this
tigers
place
I wanted.
Is this the place that's owned by Mike Tyson that he forgot about?
Mike Tyson is the landlord. Nobody can say no.
I mean, the drugs would make sense, right?
Would it?
I honestly viewed us building this in my mind. I was picturing the bathhouse from The Witcher the entire fucking time.
Really?
I haven't
get that.
I haven't gone that far.
I don't remember anything of it other than like there was that and the bathhouse from Assassin's Creed 2 games ago, where you had to like assassinate people and walk around the lattice work. And that's all I could picture was this huge open bath area that's mostly steam and you can't tell what the fuck's going on anyway. And then we're like, drugs? I was like, this fits. Now I'm picturing that resort from fucking Hitman. I'm like, yes, it's all bad.
I've watched you play that entire that scene. So seeing these things when you were like, there's outside pools and stuff like this, like, okay. I see where this is going. I like this.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, I remember being on the mountain and you kick the yoga instructor in the ass and she falls off and dies. So like, beautiful, beautiful.
What are we talking about? GTA? Kappa?
Yeah,
No,
right.
God damn it. But you guys, you did well. You played through fairly smoothly, and despite the earliest interactions, I will say that Shamir is a hell of a lot of fun. I like having Shamir around. Admittedly, it's going to be few and far between because it will be a fill-in, but that's why I need to know early on if you guys are going to have any time that you're away, so I can get the news out to Ronald. So because he works Tuesdays.
Sure.
So if you have anything coming up, then just holler at me. Let me know. We're gonna go ahead and do our shill. There's probably not gonna be an after show this time since it was just an impromptu and we just made it happen. So we're gonna start with JDScientize, Abasi. Tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
Hey guys, I run a Twitch channel at JDScientize, and lately we've just been all over the place. I've been playing the new Gears. I want to play more of that. It's a lot of fun. I'd even go through it again, just because there's a lot of customization and unlocking. Greedfall has been amazing. Game's got a lot of bugs, but it's just really fun doing a colonial era story with magic and fucking clashing groups and shit like that. And then obviously I've been playing a fuck ton of WoW. Not so much today. I'm trying to get gold for my epic mount. I'm trying to build this guild up. So if you guys are interested in playing some WoW, we're on Fairlina as of today at peak hours. The longest queue is 15 minutes. So
Nice.
That's actually not bad.
no, yeah, like we play it
Better
hard.
from 3 hour.
Yeah, most of the people in the guild right now are high 40s, low 50s. I got people lower than that, obviously, but we're gonna have enough to run a raid group probably in another 2 or 3 weeks.
So
You
you're
guys are
saying
playing Horde side?
On Fairlina, I think it's US East PvP, but that doesn't really matter so much with the game specifications.
Cool. Cool. Right on. Next, we're gonna hit Pilakka-Bitakk, our man that is slowly removing himself away from the internet and then coming back in fresh time. Blacklight, what are you doing, man? How can we find you these days?
If you want to find me, I'm occasionally live on Twitch, streaming World of Warcraft and pretty much only World of Warcraft. You can't follow me on Twitter anymore. That's not a thing anymore. I mean, you can. It's I don't tweet. But I do. I don't stream super often on Twitch. But in the coming week, I'm probably going to be doing a bit more because I'm between work contracts. So I'm waiting for the next one to start up. Sneak Man will be sneaking out in Azeroth a little bit more than usual. We're calling it Sneak Week, so you can show up for that. Come and check out my channel and follow me if you want, and if not, it doesn't matter. Thank you.
All right, Ronan. It's played by RyutheRed. Tell us about you, buddy. Where can we find you?
Hi, I'm dying currently.
Nice.
I've been really sick, so I can't really stream. So you guys can watch these other guys until I come back to life. But I made sure I showed up today because this is like the highlight of my week every week. But yeah, make sure you guys.
Fuck you, Ryu. Because you said that is the whole reason I'm here. He's like, I look forward to this so much, and I was like, oh, can't leave him out in the lurch, man. Look how happy he is.
You're legit the only reason this happened tonight.
Yeah.
You like made us all do it.
I was like, I'll just take a weekend. It's fine. Guys aren't here. And he's like, the week was bad and I'm sick and I'm dying and I got
I'm
bronchitis.
dying. I needed this.
And I was like,
we all really
I
thought
have
that
to
you
be
were
here.
out.
Yeah, I thought so too. But I'm glad that we did it because now.
Yeah, I like this bathhouse thing. That was 100% worth.
Yeah.
Oh, and Abasi choke slamming the rat person into the ground like for no reason. I'm just like, all right.
WWE.
Well, I grabbed him to show him what he'd done, and then he fucking threatened me. And Abasi's like, listen, I spent all night dealing with a god or multiple gods. I don't have time for this shit.
And
But yeah,
I know that.
well,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if you guys ever have any Twitch Primes, or your moms have Twitch Primes, or your random relatives have Twitch Primes, give them. I don't know where you're at. Give them to Bub. I think you're over there.
I
He
am.
was like, steal them all.
Give
We
them
don't
all
have
to
enough
Bub.
moms.
Yeah, all of you have moms, and they all have Twitch Prime.
I don't think either of those is necessarily true.
Oh, thank
This
you.
is
Thank
in
you so
character,
much.
by the way.
Feels good.
Mine
Man.
too.
And I would say that Ronald, you could rep yourself, but we're not going to see it super often. So, do you have anything you want to say?
Hey everyone, Xander Darks or more commonly Ronald, within the chat in the community. You guys can see me on Wednesdays mostly for the Shackled City game, or in Discord if I'm ever there. Yeah.
Ron, thank you so much, man. And guys, again, tomorrow is Shackled City. That's episode, what is it, 171 or 172? I think it's 171.
Yeah.
I think it's that. But we're going to get out of here. I'm going to let these guys pop off to bed, and I'm going to see my fiance before she pops off to bed, too, because I know that my wife is already asleep. So, love you guys. We'll talk to you later. Have a good one. What time does it start? It starts tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. We'll be pre-gaming from 6 p.m. Eastern forward, but at 8 p.m. Eastern, that's generally when we kick off, and we'll have a full crew, so it feels pretty good. Check out the social stuff. If you guys are down to hit up the Discord, it's absolutely free. Guys, the Facebook gets updated daily. Twitter gets all of my weird ramblings and what have you. The Instagram is admittedly slow, but I'm still learning. I'm bad at it. YouTube, where all of the stuff gets backlogged and put up there for your personal viewing. And then there's Patreon. Keep the stream alive, keep the dream alive, folks. That's how you do it. That's the best way to support the stream. And it will allow me to chase new things for these broadcasters. I want to be able to give them a stipend so that they can start cosplaying. And yes, that if that's the things that you guys want to see, if you want to see cosplay, support the Patreon. That's the best way to do it. We're getting out of here. Have a good one, guys. Peace.